In the ever-evolving world of diets, few eating plans have sparked as much passionate debate and curiosity as the paleo diet. It's a topic that comes up at dinner tables, in nutrition circles, and across social media feeds, with people on both sides of the argument weighing in. The core idea behind paleo is both simple and intriguing. What if the secret to better health lies in eating the way our ancient ancestors did, long before agriculture and processed foods changed our diets forever? According to paleo advocates, our bodies are genetically adapted to thrive on the foods available during the Stone Age. Think wild fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and lean meats, rather than the processed, sugar-laden options that fill today's grocery stores. The diet's appeal lies in its straightforward logic. Cut out the modern junk, focus on whole, unprocessed foods, and you might just feel and look better. For many, it's a refreshing return to basics in a world overwhelmed by food choices. But not everyone is convinced. Critics argue that the paleo diet is built on a romanticized and perhaps inaccurate view of the past. They point out that eliminating entire food groups, like grains and dairy, could lead to nutritional deficiencies, and that our ancestors' diets varied widely depending on where they lived. Still, the core principles of paleo, emphasizing whole foods, plenty of vegetables, lean proteins, and cutting back on added sugars, are in line with much of today's mainstream health advice. Many people find that even a partial shift toward these habits can lead to positive changes in energy, weight, and overall well-being. So is the paleo diet a revolutionary blueprint for health, or just another trendy fad destined to fade away? The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle, with benefits and drawbacks that depend on your personal needs and lifestyle. In this chapter, we'll break down exactly what the paleo diet involves, explore its potential benefits, and take a closer look at the criticisms and challenges it faces. We'll also consider how it fits into the bigger picture of healthy eating today. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of whether this ancient-inspired approach could be the right fit for your modern life, or if another path might suit you better. So, what does it mean to eat like a hunter-gatherer today? The paleo diet focuses on foods available before agriculture. Your meals center on lean meats, fish, seafood, and a wide variety of non-starchy vegetables. Fruits are included, but usually in moderation. Think berries and apples. Healthy fats come from avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and coconut oil. What's out? All grains, legumes, dairy, refined sugars, and processed foods. Even certain vegetable oils like canola are excluded in favor of more natural fats. The idea, if it's highly processed or wouldn't have been found in the wild, it's not paleo. This makes the diet both simple and restrictive. It's a whole foods approach with a prehistoric twist. But is it practical, and is it healthy? Let's find out. Many people report weight loss and better energy on paleo, and some research supports these claims. Cutting out processed foods and sugar naturally reduces calorie intake. High protein and healthy fats keep you full, making it easier to avoid snacking. The diet's low glycemic load can help stabilize blood sugar, which is great for those with insulin resistance. Studies show paleo can improve insulin sensitivity and cardiovascular risk factors. The focus on omega-3s, antioxidants, and fiber-rich veggies may reduce inflammation. Many followers say they feel more energetic and less sluggish. While more research is needed, the appeal of clean, nutrient-dense eating is clear. But what about the downsides? One of the most significant challenges of the paleo diet is just how restrictive it can feel. By cutting out entire food groups, like grains, dairy, and legumes, you're not only limiting your options, but you may also find it difficult to stick with the diet over time. For many people, these foods are staples in their daily meals, so removing them can be a major adjustment both physically and emotionally. Social situations like eating out with friends or attending family gatherings can become awkward or stressful. You might find yourself scanning menus for something you can actually eat, or feeling left out when everyone else is enjoying foods you're avoiding. Over time, this sense of deprivation can build up, making it harder to maintain the diet and enjoy social experiences. There are also nutritional concerns. Eliminating dairy and grains means you could miss out on important nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, fiber, and B vitamins. If you're not careful about planning your meals, deficiencies can develop, which may impact your long-term health and energy levels. Critics of the paleo diet point out that labeling foods like whole grains, beans, and dairy as unhealthy ignores decades of research showing their benefits. These foods are linked to heart health, better digestion, and even lower risk of chronic diseases. Another practical challenge is the cost. Grass-fed meats, wild-caught fish, and fresh produce are often much more expensive than pantry staples like pasta, rice, or canned beans. For families or anyone on a budget, the paleo diet can quickly become unaffordable. Plus, following paleo requires a lot of time and effort for meal planning, shopping, and cooking. If you have a busy schedule or don't enjoy spending time in the kitchen, preparing paleo-friendly meals every day can feel overwhelming. It's also important to remember that there was never just one caveman diet. Our ancestors ate a wide variety of foods depending on where they lived and what was available, so the idea of a single universal paleo diet is a bit of a myth. And since human genetics and lifestyles have evolved dramatically since the Paleolithic era, the argument that we should eat exactly like our ancestors isn't as straightforward as it might seem. Still, one undeniable benefit of paleo is its emphasis on whole, unprocessed foods, something most nutrition experts agree is a positive step for health. Ultimately, the question is whether the paleo diet is realistic and sustainable for your lifestyle preferences and nutritional needs. What does a day on paleo look like? It's more varied than you might think. Breakfast: scrambled eggs with spinach, mushrooms, and avocado, plus a side of berries. Lunch: a big salad with mixed greens, grilled chicken or salmon, nuts, and a simple olive oil dressing. Snack: a handful of almonds, apple slices with almond butter or carrot sticks. Dinner: baked salmon with roasted veggies like broccoli and sweet potato, or a beef stir-fry with colorful vegetables. The focus is on fresh, whole ingredients, no processed foods or grains. Meals are filling, flavorful, and nutrient-dense. With some creativity, paleo can be both satisfying and enjoyable. It's about abundance, not deprivation. But is it right for your lifestyle? Is paleo a good fit for you? It works well for some, especially those struggling with weight or blood sugar issues. The elimination of common irritants like gluten and dairy can help people with sensitivities. It's also useful as an elimination diet to identify food triggers. However, strict vegetarians, vegans, and high-performance athletes may find it too limiting. The cost and time commitment can be barriers for busy people or those on a budget. If you love grains, dairy, or legumes, the restrictions may feel too severe. The best diet is one you can enjoy and sustain. Consider your needs, preferences, and lifestyle before diving in, and always consult a healthcare professional before making major changes. So what's the takeaway? When it comes to making changes to your diet, it's easy to get overwhelmed by all the rules and restrictions. But the heart of the paleo approach is actually pretty simple. Focus on eating real, whole foods that make you feel your best. Paleo isn't a magic fix, but its focus on whole, unprocessed foods is solid advice. By filling your plate with colorful vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats, you're giving your body the nutrients it needs to thrive. It's less about strict rules and more about making better choices, one meal at a time. You don't have to follow it perfectly. Many find a paleo-ish approach more sustainable. That means you can enjoy meals with friends and family, try new recipes, and not stress if you have the occasional treat. Flexibility is key to making any lifestyle change stick. Try adopting the core principles most of the time, but allow for flexibility with foods like Greek yogurt or lentils. These foods can add variety and important nutrients to your diet, and for many people they're well tolerated and enjoyable. Start slow. Maybe swap your breakfast for a paleo option and see how you feel. Small changes like choosing eggs and veggies over processed cereals or toast can make a big difference over time. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Pay attention to your body's signals and adjust as needed. Notice how different foods affect your energy, mood, and digestion. Keeping a simple food journal can help you track what works best for you and what doesn't. If you have health conditions, talk to your doctor or a dietitian before making big changes. Everyone's needs are different, and a professional can help you tailor your approach so it's safe and effective for you. The best diet is one that nourishes you, fits your life, and makes you feel good. It should support your health, but also bring you joy and satisfaction at mealtime. Use paleo as inspiration to eat more real food and less processed junk. When you shop, try to fill your cart with foods that look as close to their natural state as possible. Think fresh produce, nuts, and quality proteins. Focus on quality, listen to your body, and find your own balance. Remember, eating well isn't about perfection, it's about progress and enjoying the journey toward better health. That's the real secret to lasting health, making choices that support your well-being, fit your lifestyle, and help you feel your best every day.